Hey guys, welcome back to Cooking with the KingFish, and today we're going to do poor man's stuffed flounder. Okay, the reason why I call it poor man's stuffed flounder is because of the ingredients that I'm using. The flounder fillets are on sale for about $5 a pound as opposed to the $13 a pound flounder fillets, and the crab meat I'm using is the imitation crab meat for $3 a package as opposed to $16 and better a pound for lump crab meat. So if my wife was the one going food shopping, we'd be having rich man's stuffed flounder, but being though she didn't go shopping, we go to poor man's stuffed flounder. So what I'm going to do is, in the meantime, I'm going to take my lemon, I'm going to throw it in the microwave for about 25 seconds. And what that does is it gets the juices flowing. I showed you guys that trick before because we're going to need lemon in this dish. Okay, so let's see. So here we go. We got our bowl here, right? We're going to start with the package of, it says Supreme Imitation Crab Meat, a blend of fish with real crab meat. It's fully cooked. Matter of fact, if you guys want to try it, it's actually not bad with cocktail sauce. If you dip this in cocktail sauce, it's not that bad. So what I'm going to do is 12 ounces of this. So they come in a pound package. It's 12 ounces. And I'm just going to keep chopping and chopping and chopping. And what I want to do is I want to just keep chopping it up. As I'm doing this, my little Boston Terrier Luna is by my feet, waiting for me to drop a piece. Now I also have my plastic wrap underneath as well. Okay, so this is going to go in the bowl. I like these flexible cutting boards, like I've told you in the past, for this reason alone. Alright, now we got about a half a cup of panko breadcrumbs. There's a little bit more in here. I'm going to save some to top at the end. These are whole wheat panko because that's what I have on hand. So I'm going to put about a half a cup of that in there. Now I'm also going to add a third of a cup of mayonnaise. I use light mayonnaise. That's what we have in the house. If you want to save some calories, you could use 0% non-fat plain yogurt. I've done that before, and the results are pretty good as well. Okay. And now what we're going to do is we're going to put about a quarter teaspoon of garlic powder in here. I'll just sprinkle what I think is about a quarter teaspoon. Okay. We're going to put maybe about a quarter teaspoon of salt, kosher salt, and about the same of freshly ground black pepper. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to do the parsley. Okay, this is how I store it in the fridge, covered. And we're just going to rip off, I don't know, I'm going to yank it out of here. That might be too much, but whatever we don't use, we don't use. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shave off maybe about, I don't know, looks like about a third of a cup or so. Okay, let me set that aside. We'll reuse that parsley later. And then what you want to do is you want to just trim as much as the stems off as you can. Okay. And then here's another trick to chopping parsley, okay? This one's really good. What you do is, and I don't know if you can see this, but I'm rolling it into a tight little ball kind of. And now I'm holding it together. And then I'm going to use my knife very carefully and take thin slices with it. Okay? And the same thing here. One more time. Get it in a little bit of a ball if you can. And very carefully. Now you have to watch your fingers with this, so you're going to chop it again. Okay, and then it's chopped very nicely. So this is about, I would say about 1/3 of a cup of fresh parsley. Okay. Alright, now the moment you guys been waiting for, the lemon that's in the microwave. So let me go get that. Okay, so the lemon, it's slightly warm to the touch. Could be a little warmer maybe. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a roll. And now I'm going to cut it in half. And I'm going to put a half a lemon in here. I'll put my hand down just to show you. I don't know if you can see how much juice is coming out of this. I'm not even putting that much pressure on it. I mean, I could keep going. I actually don't want to put that much lemon in here. This trick, microwave trick, really works. So I'll put a juice of about a half a lemon in here, depending on how much juice you get out of here. I would say what I just put was maybe about a tablespoon of fresh lemon juice, maybe a little bit more. I'm going to set that aside. And then what I'm going to do is, and the reason why I held my hand underneath it, not because I like the way lemon juice feels on my hand, but just to catch any pits that would come in. I bought this contraption where you put the half a lemon in and you turn. It's more of a pain in the ass, pardon my French, than it is anything else to use it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix it well. Okay, and I mean it takes on the consistency of like what you would see like a crab salad, I guess. And I am going to put some in a plate for you because I know you can't see the bowl. So let me get a plate over here and see if we could just to kind of show you a little bit of what it looks like. You know, the mayonnaise makes it come together. If you use Greek yogurt, I highly recommend trying it with the Greek yogurt. And then basically it's gonna kind of look like this. I don't know if you guys could see it, but it's gonna basically look like this. Okay, you know, it's gonna kind of, if I was to squeeze it together, it would form like a ball. But I don't have to do that because we're just stuffing it inside. Okay, so that's what that looks like. And we're gonna set this aside now. And now what I want to do is I want to get my fish ready. So I'm going to move my cutting board up here. But you know what? Hey, I got one better. I'm going to leave my cutting board right where it is. Okay? And I'm going to use my plastic wrap. And go right over my cutting board. And then I'm going to work. You know, it's funny. My wife tells me the other day, she goes, you know, you ever see that movie, My Big Fat Greek Wedding? And I said, yeah. She goes, you know the father that uses Windex all the time? She goes, that's how you are, you know, with plastic wrap. I said, well, if I don't do that, you'll be cleaning up my mess all the time. So that's what we do. So I do use plastic wrap a lot. I know I'll be getting birthday presents, boxes of plastic wrap, Christmas presents, boxes of plastic wrap. I know, but I'll use it. Alright, so now what we got is our flounder fillets. Like I mentioned, these guys are not expensive. These were on sale for $5. They will shrink to about 3/4 of the size after they're cooked. When you play around with these guys and you roll them, they might come apart a little bit. But, you know, the name of this dish is poor man's stuffed flounder. It's not rich man's stuffed flounder. So it might not look as beautiful as the $13 a pound flounder, but I promise you it'll taste just as good. So what we have here are our fillets, and being though I'm on the plastic wrap, I'm going to season them right on here. Salt, pepper, just a little bit. Alright, we're going to give them a flip. You know, one of them is almost coming apart already, but we'll see. Try to do it a little more carefully. Okay. And same thing, a little bit of salt, Okay. You don't got to go too crazy with the seasoning. You know, they're going to be filled. And now what we're going to do is we're going to start rolling them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, I don't know, a nice amount. It's going to fall out of the sides as you go along. That's fine. You know, I got like maybe like a heaping tablespoon on each. Like I said, these flounder fillets aren't that big. Now at this point, if you wanted to taste this stuffing, you could. There's nothing raw in this stuffing. So you could taste it. I'm not going to. But alright, so we're about good. I got 6 of them here. Let's see what happens. What do they say? Hope for the best, expect the worst, hope for the best, something like that. So what I'm going to do is let me move everything out of the way here. And I'll put this dish on the side here. Now I know you guys can't see it, and I'm sorry. I'm trying to do the best I can at explaining all the process, the steps. I'm going to spray the glass pan with some cooking spray that they're going to go into. And now I'm going to start folding them. I'm going to roll them. Whenever you're rolling anything, whether it's chicken, whether it's fish, you want to roll it from the narrow side first. So you're ending at the wider side. So I don't know if you could see that, but you know, that's kind of what it looks like. And I'm just going to place it down real carefully. And some of the stuffing is going to fall out. Alright, and we're going to do the next one. This for you guys who, I said use, please, it was like my cousin Vinny for a second over there, which I do have a cousin Vinny. Hey Vin, what's up? What I was going to say is, this time of year, you know, we have a lot of people who observe Lent, where you can't, or you choose not to eat meat on Fridays. So this is a perfect dish. I know you guys are out there looking for dishes to make during Lent. Depending on who you ask, you could use this for a meatless Monday. Some people don't consider fish meat, but alright. That's that one. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to be careful because like I said, flounder fillets are very delicate. These are actually holding up better than I thought, to be honest with you. Alright, I'll try to get as much of this filling in. And there's a little more filling in there, so the measurements I gave you, you could probably make, I would say instead of 6, you could probably make maybe 8 of these. Alright, the last one's always the hardest, right? Kind of like when you go like vegetable or fruit shopping and you need 5 apples. I don't know if I'm the only one this happens to, but after I get the 4 apples I pick out, when I'm going for my 5th, it takes me twice as long to pick out that last one. I don't know why. But, alright guys, so this is all ready, almost ready to go into the oven. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up the plastic wrap that I put down for the fish and kind of get rid of that. So I can bring my dish back here, okay? And then with the panko breadcrumbs and paprika and some panko breadcrumbs and then another half a lemon, I'm gonna top it. So what I'm gonna first do is I'm gonna get cooking spray and spray the tops so everything kind of sticks to it. Then I'm gonna get my panko breadcrumbs and just sprinkle them. Okay. And then we're going to do the lemon. Okay. Now also this trick with the lemon in the microwave, just be careful because, I mean, if you do it for 25 seconds or so, you should have no problem. But if for some reason you put it in and you forget, and you go to squeeze it in your hand, like I'm doing, it might hurt. And also if you have any open sores on your hand, which I don't, but if you do, it will burn. So, all right, and now what we're going to do is just get the paprika. This is, it's not going to add a lot of flavor to it. I mean, this is just to give it a little nice color. I like using paprikas, you know, when I roast chickens or certain types of fish. Just, I don't know, it makes it look nice, I guess. All right, and then that's basically it. If you have white wine, you could put maybe a quarter cup or half a cup of white wine on the bottom. You could put a little bit of water, or you don't have to put anything. I mean, we already sprayed the bottom, so it's not going to stick. So, all right. And oh, one more thing. I'm looking at my ingredients all over here. Okay, butter. This you could do if you want, or if you want to save the calories, you don't have to do it. Right now, I'm not worried about calories because I'm worried about taste. So, I am going to put some butter on here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put like a little pat of butter on each. All right, it's not like a tablespoon. It's maybe more like a teaspoon. And we're just going to place it right on top. Alright, whoops, that one almost got away. Okay, alright. Now it's going to go into the oven at 350 for probably about, I would check on it in 25 minutes and see how it looks after 25 minutes. And then I'll let you know. I'll come back when it cooked. I'll show you what it looks like in a dish. And hopefully you guys try this out. This is a poor man's stuffed flounder, so. Hey guys, welcome back. It's been about a half hour now. The flounder has been in the oven. I'm going to take it off of the top of the stove. It's been sitting out for about 5 minutes. So it cooked for about 25 minutes at 350, and it's been sitting out for about 5 minutes. So it's still hot. So I'm going to use my gloves. I don't know if you guys could see it, but for a poor man's dish, this looks pretty damn good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plate it. I will take a close-up picture and then you'll see it at the end of the video. I mean, you could plate it however you like. Okay. Now this dish is great, like I said, during the Lent season, or one of my nieces, she's a pescatarian, Brittany. Hi Brittany. If for those who don't know what a pescatarian is, it's basically a vegetarian that eats fish. So now I got it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle it with a little bit of fresh parsley on the dish. And then put a few lemon wedges maybe down the middle. And I mean, that's the dish. That's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll take a closer picture. Here's some of the stuffing that fell out. You could taste it. Wow, it's amazing. Especially with the melted butter. Oh, I could sit here and eat this all day. Okay guys, I gotta go. Much love. Take care guys.